can't even begin to try to explain or to talk about what you do. I think I would be doing you an injustice. So I'm going to let you just talk about everything that you do and everything that you offer. Oh my goodness, it's so much. And then after Samuel's Corner, we have our funeral announcements. We have some community news. We're going to give away some tickets to the Duffy's Hope annual celebrity basketball game that's coming up on August the 1st. We're going to actually try to do that throughout the entire hour. So please stay tuned so you can win some tickets either for yourself or for a loved one. Like I said, first we have Miss Gilliam here, and welcome to the show. And just, oh my goodness, what aren't you doing?
First of all, Trippy, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be on the Congo Hour. I'm on some of the morning shows. I've been on From the Heart, and of course Ruth Baker from her show Mind Matters. But I call it sort of the mainstream time to sort of come on during prime time hours, rather, to come on during prime time hours when most people are home from their services and their dinners and so forth. It's an honor, it's an opportunity for me to kind of clear the air up and kind of let people know what Dr. Nailah Bakari Gilliam is all about these days. And as you did not know, I am not pastoring as I had for 10 years, but for the past 5 years I have had a holistic ministry, more of a holistic metaphysical ministry, and you said you didn't know what that was all about. Yeah, well, from a standpoint of, and a lot of scholars realize that, and I don't really want to get too into it, but a lot of scholars realize that there is a lot more knowledge and about spirituality and just who we are as beings and human beings and souls and so forth than the mainstream masses normally are privy to. About almost 5 years ago, I had received sort of I call it an awakening that started to bring in a higher level of knowledge and information with regard to spirituality. And as a result of that, the ministry that I had ended. But for about 5 years, I've kept the ministry going, and it is called Reawakening Minds, which is in effect my assignment. Okay. There is an awakening that is happening universally. There are people not just in Delaware, not just in the United States, but all over the world. Something happened probably around 2012 when people thought it was going to be, the end of the world. It really wasn't the end of the world. Maybe just there was a shift that took place, and those who were at a level to be able to tune in, so to speak, to the frequency. And if I can use this as an example, the radio waves are always flowing, but it's not until you turn your radio on that you're able to hear what is coming through. So this information and these messages and this knowledge of who we are and what we can be, as opposed to perhaps what we've been dealing with on a more limited level, is now being tuned in, so to speak, by a lot of people. Then you have a lot of people that are kind of saying, I know that there's more, but I don't know where to go to deal with the feelings of what I'm feeling, which is basically the awakening. There's something that is happening, like I said, universally with people, and they're seeking higher understanding about who they are as a spiritual being. And what I do now at the House of Reawakening Minds is we give people an opportunity, I call it, to explore their spirituality in a non-threatening, non-judgmental environment. I have the advantage, so to speak, having a doctorate in theology. I have the advantage to be able to marry my theological background with my higher understanding of things that most people don't want to go, delve into. But I can tell you this, that if you open yourself up, and it's not demonic or anything as people might think, because a lot of people seek me out in secret, but if you open yourself up to this higher level of truth, it's like you're giving permission to go higher. And so if you want it, like anything else, you say seek ye first, or if you knock and the door shall be open. So it's like that. If you want it, you can get it. But most people are pretty satisfied, being, at a level of, I would say, limited responsibility, because once you awaken to who you are on a higher level, along with it comes, now, what is my real purpose? Why did I come here? So most of us are so busy, seeking after fame and fortune, and, we want this and that, and those become the distractions, so to speak. Those are the side pursuits that we can actually do, but somewhere along the line, as a soul, we came here just like Jesus, Yeshua came, to make a difference. And so what I do is I teach that. Not only that, I am a Reiki practitioner.
Okay, now explain to us what that is.
Okay, so a Reiki, which is spelled R-E-I-K-I, is energy healing. It's not unlike what is done in the church with the laying on of hands, except it is actually being taught and then attuned to receive that energy at a higher level, to understand, you're not just laying hands on people, but now you're learning how to guide that energy from above. It's not coming from you, but you become a conduit for it. The energy, which is very ancient and people can look it up, but the energy will go into the client, if you will, and will do whatever it needs to be done. So be it a spiritual healing, an emotional healing, a physical healing. I've seen people who have come into House of Reawakening Minds with ailments that have been long-standing. There may be, anywhere from, like I said, physical or some phobias or whatever. As young as 12 years of age, we've had who've actually, in a 30-minute session, we actually do we do a 2-hour session every Thursday. And in that session, we do guided meditation. A lot more people are getting into meditation. So we have, like I said, we have practitioners there who are certified. We also have Reiki Master, who is at the master's level. We have one who's now in France right now. She'll be back in August. And then we have another, that sister's name is Nassinger. And then we have Sister Olivia Soleo, who is now with us. And she also is a Reiki Master. She's a hypnotherapist. And I'm gonna put this out here. She's a past life regressionist. So that's probably gonna open up a lot of people. A lot of people kind of feel like they've been here before. This sister, as a matter of fact, I also have a radio show, a national radio show, which comes on every Monday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, and I have guests from all walks of life, but it's always in something. It's called Reawakening Minds. So I'm not doing the mundane. We're really dealing with things on a higher level. And Olivia Soleo, the person that I'm talking about, who's the past life regressionist, is actually going to be my guest on tomorrow's show. So it's a call-in show where people can just call in from their phone, their cell phone, and they can also ask questions or whatever. So, but Reiki is just knowing how to take that energy, or allow yourself to be a conduit for the energy, realizing that the healing, the knowledge of what needs to be done in a person comes from above. You're just allowing yourself to become the vessel, the conduit. And there are 3 levels. Like I said, 1, 2. At 2, you're a practitioner. At level 3, then you become a master. But, at level 2, you're still able to do. The only difference between level 2 and level 3 is a master is able to teach others and attune others.
Talk to me about meditation.
Yes, well, we do guided meditation a lot of times, and I call it urban meditation because for those of you, that don't know, my facility is located at 602 Vandiver Avenue. And when you think meditation, you think quiet and solitude. And while we do put the music on and for the guided meditation, and we kind of walk you through, the process. And by the way, I just want to say this, I have pastors that come, some pastors and ministers that have been coming for this. But what we do, I call it urban meditation because on Vandiver Avenue, if you can meditate on Vandiver Avenue, you can meditate anywhere. Because undoubtedly you're going to hear somebody with their, I don't know what you call those boombox speakers, or you're going to hear, somebody, hollering, yo, this or that. But we learn how to compartmentalize ourselves to be able to shut out those distractions. And to be able, like I said, ideally you would be in a place of solitude, and you'll be able to maybe hear music that would be able to take you, make you relax, help you relax. But guided meditation means there's someone speaking, and that's what we do. We guide you through the process, because some people can't just sit there and calm themselves down. But if a person will tell you that you're shutting, you take a deep breath, you're going to breathe in through your head as if it was a straw, and when you get the breath to your heart, you're going to hold it at your heart chakra. I have to tell you about that. Hold it at your heart chakra and give thanks to life for all its many blessings. And as you're exhaling out, as if you're exhaling down through your feet and becoming grounded with the earth, you're giving thanks to the earth for all of its abundance. And so you teach them how to get that rhythmic cycle going, the flow of what they're thinking about. They're giving thanks. They're giving thanks at, coming in and going out. And then eventually you may take them on a journey. You may lead them on a path. And everybody sees something different you don't tell them what to see. You just tell them where they are initially. And once they're thoroughly relaxed, then the practitioners come around and we do light touch Reiki from the chair. Reiki can be done from a chair, or we have the massage tables if you get a full session. If you come and pay to have a session, we actually can do a 1 hour session, for people. But it's done. It's free. People, like I said, get healings. They get breakthroughs. They get visions of things. And most of my practitioners also are intuitive, which means when they are giving you the session, they're also hearing, getting the word of knowledge or so forth. So we share at the end. The person receiving it says, wow, this is what I felt, and the person giving will share what they got, unless it's something that they feel is private and they need to tell the person outside of the group. So, and when I mentioned the heart chakra, of course, we are energy, and we have many chakras, but 7 main chakras, from the crown chakra to the root chakra. And a lot of times people don't understand that they're energetically out of balance. And you may think it's a physical problem that you're having, or a mental problem, but there is information. And I'm hoping that people will really look seriously into this. We can help you, from a energetic standpoint, to become aligned. Most of us are out of alignment, and so we run and we get pharmaceuticals, and we lay on shrink tables and things like that, when it's just an energetic imbalance. It's just like something went in and short-circuited our center. So you can actually see a person who's trained can actually tell where the imbalance is in a person.
Okay. So if people want to know more and want to just talk to you maybe one-on-one, how can they contact you?
Well, I don't think I put my phone number out there, but I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So, which is my, Nailah Gilliam, and if you friend me or even inbox me on Facebook, certainly I will respond. I always post, like I said, every Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30. We have the guided meditation and Reiki. It is, you come casual and you leave changed. Absolutely.
Are appointments necessary?
No, it's on Thursdays. No, but we do have practitioners that can give you specialized services, and that you can arrange once you're there. You can get their cards and so forth and get that done. But we are moving, as I said at the beginning, to a higher level of knowledge and information, and people really are tired of the mundane and the same old, when they realize that there is something more. And I just happen to be one of those souls who was tapped in, and when the time came and it was right, I was taken to a higher level, and I'm very happy with where I am. Like I said, not only that, I think I was telling you, I'm a poet. I authored a book of poetry. I do, I'm getting new gifts. I do spoken word poetry. I perform and different things. But it's very good to find out who you are in the fullness. And most of us are just in the box. And I'm definitely, you can tell by this hair, I'm out the box, right?
All right. Well, thank you so much. You have a lot going on. You offer a lot, so I'm definitely thankful for you just coming on and sharing.
And I appreciate it. And like I said, we do have people who are absolutely able to give you more explanation. And we are ready, willing, and able anytime, any Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30 at 602 Vandiver Avenue. It still says Praise to the King Ministries there, but it is the house of reawakening minds. And that's what we say. We are reawakening minds, one mind at a time. And the question is, are you awake yet?
All right. Thank you, Dr. Gilliam. We appreciate that.